What's up? Just a heads up, y'all. This review, you will understand what I'm saying. However, I did not go in any particular order. And because this scene, that especially that last 10 minutes of this episode, wore me out, okay? I was kind of all over the place with the review, but you will be able to understand by the end of the review how I feel and what I was thinking. All right. Let's get into the review, y'all. Hey, what's up, y'all? This is Rodney, and I'm back, and I wanted to go ahead and give my review on The Real Housewives of Beverly Hills. Girl, I don't know how this review is going to go. I don't. Because quiet as it's kept, I really only want to talk about the last 5 or 10 minutes of the episode. Girl, I don't care about nothing that happened prior to that Ouija board. Okay, prior to the Ouija board being pulled out, I don't care about nothing that happened prior to that. Okay, let's talk about the episode. This is a problem, right? And as much as people may not want to admit it, we all have our biases. Period. That's not even up for discussion, right? I know some of you get upset because if my opinion doesn't align with yours, you automatically say I'm biased. No, you just mad because I don't think the same way that you think. Because if I thought exactly how you thought, you wouldn't call me biased. Okay? We all have our biases, right? And I try to be fair on my channel. I do, believe it or not, I try. Even when I don't like you, I still try and be fair. But for some reason, when it comes to like the Real Housewives of Beverly Hills and the healthers on this show, it's hard for me not. It's hard for me to try to be fair because I don't care. Like a part of me just wants to be mean and nasty. I'm just being honest with y'all. A part of me really wants to be mean. But I also have to take into account that this is a reality TV show, that this is a produced reality TV show, that this is not reality, like this is not the real reality. Because like I've been saying this for years, that usually when people don't like each other, they just don't hang out, right? But there's also, we know, bits and pieces of these shows that are real. It's kind of like the exaggeration of the truth, right? And I have to understand all of that of what I just said, but I still find myself getting upset when I watch some of these shows. Real Housewives of Potomac is probably like the one that probably draws me in the most, and it just has a chokehold on me, girl. Like that season 5 of Real Housewives of Potomac, baby. When I tell you, baby, to this day, girl, as soon as I see somebody mention something about season 5, girl, as soon as I see somebody mention something about season 5, honey, I started shaking like, oh, girl, here we go. Girl, we about to go down this road again. Season 5 of Potomac, girl. Oh, child. Okay. But I know this is a reality show, and I'm not going to get myself worked up over this. Okay, I think I remember what I was saying now. So I really want to be mean and nasty, but a part of me, because I mean, contrary to popular belief, girl, I am a man, and I don't want to be like that man on YouTube that's just like outright mean and nasty to like women, even though like girl, they irk my nerves, right? So I hope that like the other girls who review the show, like they drag them the way that I really want to drag them, like the way that I talk about them in private, like I couldn't get on YouTube and say it, basically. Okay. Um, I just don't like Diana. I don't. And I've been saying this since like the beginning of this season. Um, I'm starting to understand why people say that this was it Fox four Force 5, whatever. Why they need to be broken up, right? Because at this point, and you know, I've said this a couple of times too. I hate the word bullying when we refer to grown people, but the truth of the matter is, grown people can be bullied, and that's what it's turned into, from what I can see. You know, I've just started watching Real Housewives of Beverly Hills a couple of seasons ago, so I'm not, that invested into the show like I am like an Atlanta or Potomac. But I can see what some of you guys have been saying, that it needs to be a shift. It needs to be a shift, and the way that they go about it looks like a bunch of grown bullies on my show. I mean, this isn't the only one. Quiet as it's kept. We're not gonna get into the other shows like Potomac. How they bully that one person over there. Now see, y'all not ready for that conversation. Y'all not ready for how, girl, the truth of the matter is, like one of my homegirls said on Twitter, girl, and I've been saying this, girl, the way that y'all treat Candace, Dillard Bassett, I'll save that for another video. Let's get into this review because, girl, I'm just running my mouth and girl, it's 6 minutes in and we ain't even got into the review. Dorit and Cal. That's another thing too, girl. I'm long-winded. I'm gonna try to be fair. That's what I think I'm trying to say. I'm gonna try to be fair. It's hard because I don't too much like some of these girls on the show, so I really don't even care about like discussing them. But I'm gonna try to do it, and I'm gonna try to be fair. It's gonna be hard. Dorit and Cal. They're in a car driving somewhere. I thought their hair was really, really pretty. See, I'm trying. I thought their hair was really, really pretty. I thought Dorit looked pretty with her curls. I thought that I love Cal's hair when it's curly. Is that their natural curl? Um, Dorit says that Renna is having extreme reactions, not having dealt with her mom's passing. And this is not to sound mean, but that ain't got nothing to do with Sutton. Because just like Kyle said, the only person that she's really taking it out on is Sutton. Lisa Rinna's mother's transitioning, what they got to do with Sutton? And again, I still stand by what I said in my last video. I think I could better understand Lisa if Lisa was an asshole to like more than one person in the group. But because she's only one to Sutton, it makes it seem as though, girl, you have an issue with her. You have a problem with her. You don't like her. Because it's just Sutton, 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 Sutton all the time. People, mamas die every day. That doesn't give you the right or a license to go around and be a complete bitch. It just doesn't. People give you a pass, but the people that are giving you a pass, it's not like, girl, even Sutton low-key giving her a pass, I guess, because, let me get to Sutton ass. I'm about to say something about Sutton. Sutton. Y'all know Sutton been my girl since she walked onto the scene and was, only dressing in couture. And was looking at the girls up and down like she was better than them. I've been loving Sutton since. See, that's the type of bougie that I like. Like, Sutton came onto the scene bougie, still trying to be cool, but girl. Anyways, girl. I told y'all, girl, I don't know what this review gonna give. We just talking. Sutton. This is my problem with you. And if you come back season 13, I'm going to be on your ass. If I see Sutton on my screen, no, at the reunion, because the reunion not even filmed yet. If Sutton get her ass down to that reunion, still trying to be friends and be friendly with Erica, with Garcelle, not Garcelle, sorry, with Erica, with Lisa, them two, or even especially Diana, I'm gonna be on Sutton's ass. Because at some point you gonna this whole girl, Miss Savannah, Georgia, that you're trying to give is tied through and delayed. It is. At some point, when you see people continuously just treat you like shit, and then like last week, I think next week's episode, I saw Sutton say in the trailer, didn't she say that she likes Erica? Girl, what? Why are you still trying to like befriend these people? Or let them know that I still like you? Girl, as far as I'm concerned, baby, y'all can jump off one of these cliffs. Girl, you can literally go hiking, skiing down the slope, and girl, bop into a tree. Girl, I wouldn't care. That's how I mean, huh? So, Sutton girl, you got into the reunion this year to get your shit together. Go to the reunion and play with me if you want to. I'm gonna start being on your ass too. Because until you start fighting fire with fire, they're gonna continue to come at you like that. You see how Garcelle let the girls know straight up, I don't care, but girl, we ain't gotta be friends. Girl, we ain't got to be friends. Erica cares. Because I think at that point when Garcelle told Erica, I know we all over the place, that we don't have to be friends, I think that was low key telling Erica, that was low key letting Erica know, girl, I'm choosing Garcelle, I'm choosing Sutton over you. Because y'all keep telling me that y'all can't get to know me, or I'm interfering with y'all getting to know me because I'm cool with Sutton, or you feel as though I take Sutton back. I mean, I have Sutton's back. Well, in that case, girl, we don't have to be friends. So now you don't have to worry about even trying to get to know me. Now you don't have to worry about me, having Sutton's back, and that's one of the reasons why you can't get to know me. So we ain't even gotta be friends, sister. All right. Anyways, Cal says that when her mom died, I was physically ill for 2 years. You were physically ill for 2 years, and Lisa Rinna is being an asshole to one person. All right, we're gonna move on. Dorit says that. I think Cal said that they should reserve judgment. Sutton doesn't articulate her thoughts. I don't think that Sutton has a problem articulating her thoughts. I think that when she was I think she might have been a little tipsy. Excuse me, y'all. I think she was a little bit tipsy at the disco party, but Sutton can pretty much get her thoughts out without a problem. You may not like what she's saying, right? Garcelle and Lizard Tongue. Girl, be nice. Be nice. Girl, I do not like Diana. I really wish I could have went up for Diana. She rich. Like, I just wish she could have been a likable bitch. Like, when Sutton first got on the show, Sutton was a likable bitch. Sutton lived in her own world. Girl, she used to judge the girls low key. Sutton was rich, right? But it was funny at the same time. Like, remember when she walked into that party and Erica had on a short dress, and I think Erica's ass was hanging out? I didn't think it was that big of a deal. I thought it was kind of sexy a little bit. And girl, it wasn't, I don't think it was like any like, it It wasn't any the table setting, the name plates. And the girl made a problem out of that because she was judging the girls. Basically, girl, where they going? Look what I got on and look what they got on. But it wasn't like she was just a complete like. I can't explain it. Like I just wish Diana was like a likable bitch, and she's not. She's just a bitch. She just an asshole. Like, and it's like with Diana, like her problem with Sutton, it makes no sense to me. I mean, I know this. Okay, let me, and we're gonna get into that in a little bit too, right? About what she said later on at the end of the episode. Like her issue with Sutton, like it's kind of like when you have an issue that deep where like you can't stand someone, it has to be deeper than what she's saying because you really low key have had a problem with Sutton since this season has started. Right? Now, I will be honest and say, we can talk about it right now. I told y'all this review going to be all over the place because I got so much stuff in my head. We, yeah, I'll see, I'm getting, okay, let me calm down. I can understand Diana, I'm being fair. I can understand Diana being upset at Sutton when you have went through something as traumatic as Diana went through with the loss of her child, and then you go to a party, and you probably could have been going to the party to make yourself feel better, even though the tweet, or not the tweet, the message that she sent was a little shady. And then here comes somebody who you don't like. Because even at that point, Diana didn't like Sutton. And then then here comes this person, Sutton, and she's in your face, basically telling you, you got some splaining to do. You're going to have to explain, basically, because you say your ass was on bed rest and all this shit, but you're at the goddamn party having a cocktail. So I can see how Diana could have been like, bitch, who the fuck is you? Like, girl, if you don't get out of my face. So I'm not going to act like I don't understand that part of the situation. But for Diana to come back, I'm getting ahead of myself. Let's stop. We're going to stop right there. And then we're going to get back to that in a little bit. Lizard Tongue has energy cleansers. Like whenever she goes places, Diana knows that she's hard to deal with when she goes out of town. It is what it is. I mean, I'm not mad at it. I mean, girl, I would rather her, accept the fact that she can be difficult and just go get a hotel versus like making Cal or whoever runs the house that they rented out, and making it uncomfortable for everybody because she is, would be considered being a bitch to the help. Girl, just go to the hotel and let them deal with you. I didn't think it was that big of. I honestly didn't think. I mean, I ain't never did it before, but I didn't think it was that big of a deal that she has energy cleansers. What she call them Ghostbusters. I think that's what kind of made it weird at first. Like, girl, you got Ghostbusters. Girl, just say you have someone who goes in and cleanses the room because of energy and all that stuff. Girl, just say it that way. Mauricio, can I say something that might be an unpopular opinion? Y'all know Mauricio fine as hell. I'm just now kind of getting over him laughing at Garcelle's son, bastard. Not Garcelle's son, I'm talking about Mauricio. Why does Mauricio have to go on every trip? I thought about this during the Ultimate Girls trip when Kyle was there and then Mauricio popped up. I guess he had a business trip or something. I don't know. It kind of irritates me a little bit. It does. Girl, why is Mauricio here? You acting like Sergio. Erica, Renna, Kyle, and Kathy are staying at Renna's house. PK wants to know why aren't you staying at Kyle's house? I don't know why I thought that was weird. And I guess that just goes to show that they probably do need to be broken up because, girl, the simple fact that your husband is asking you why are you not staying at Kyle's house? Girl, first of all, girl, why are y'all acting like, girl, they're going away to college together and they're going to be roommates? Girl, they're going out of town probably for a few days. Girl, 3 or 4 days. Girl. Because she's staying at a house that's much bigger in Bella, girl. I thought it was cute that Sutton had and her assistant had on a Protect Black Trans Women shirt. I think like 27 black and brown trans folk have been killed this year, some by the cops. And I ain't heard y'all say nothing. Girl, let me shut up. This ain't that video. We're going to keep on moving on. Cherie and Garcelle. Garcelle basically says that Erica had her hot at the disco party. Basically, that hoe had me fucked up. Girl, I was ready to flip them tables over because I didn't know who the fuck she thought she was talking to. That's what Garcelle was basically on. Garcelle says, I don't want anything to do with her. She could be on fire and I wouldn't spit on her. Girl, what she really should have said was she could be on fire and I wouldn't piss on her. That's when you know you don't fool with somebody. Anyways, Garcelle and Crystal have a conversation about the $750 earrings. You know, it got out that supposedly Erica had some allegedly, girl, I don't know, girl. Allegedly, she had some $750,000 earrings that I guess she didn't want to turn over. But I think she ended up having to turn over the earrings. Supposedly, allegedly, girl, Tom had bought the earrings, I guess with, I don't know, girl. She had some $750,000 earrings. Garcelle had to talk about the situation. Garcelle was, before they canceled The Real, she was a co-host on The Real, and they had to talk about it on the show. You heard Crystal say, "Are they going to make you talk about it?" And Garcelle was like, "Yeah, girl." She was like, "Well, I didn't, basically, I didn't think they would make you talk about it because y'all are friends." Girl, they ain't friends, girl. And even if we are friends, girl, I'm still gonna have to talk about it. Like if that was actually my friend, I'm gonna have to talk about this. I'm gonna try to be as sensitive as possible, but I have to also, be aware that I have to tell the truth about the victims. You have to say, girl, when you friends, you friends. When you ain't, you ain't. Kathy arrives. They all arrive in Aspen. Kathy looks a mess, girl. That Gucci coat she had on was so cute to me. Maybe because girl, Quantas has kept it wasn't nothing but a black coat, but it had just had girl Gucci on the back. It wasn't nothing special. It wasn't nothing special about that coat, because girl, but before she turned around and I saw that Gucci on the back, girl, I didn't think nothing about that coat. But Kathy went to the airport looking a mess. Kyle was like, "Basic girl, you went to the airport looking like that." She was like, "Nobody knew it was me. I had on the mask." Kathy said, "Girl, look, girl, I'm too rich. Girl, I'm too rich. I done lived my life. I'm not worried about nobody's airport, okay?" Kathy walked in. She got her pillows. Yes. I said, "Come on, rich white woman." Mauricio, he cooked. I said, did Mauricio go skiing when the food was on the grill? Girl, was he chasing off a bear? Girl, did the dog go running in the woods? He had to go catch the dog. Girl, they brought that. They brought one of them dogs. Ugh. Cal got about 17 dogs. She brought one. If you ain't have to bring the other 16, then why don't you need to bring that one? I don't know why Cal and them dogs bother me. Well, first of all, y'all know I'm scared of dogs, but that don't have nothing to do with it. I just don't understand, girl, because her dogs are not trained. I think that's what it is. And Cal just lets those dogs just do whatever they want to do. Girl, they run that whole house. Anyways, I'm like, Mauricio. Girl, did Mauricio forget the food was on the grill? Girl, did he just say everybody getting a well done steak? Girl, that food looked burnt. Girl, we gonna call it figure. Maybe it was my TV, but that food looked burnt. I don't want no beef jerky, Mauricio. I'm not trying to complain. Thank you for being out in that snow, cooking. I mean, that's the least you could do. Girl, why else would you be here if you're not gonna serve us? Cause ain't nobody else got their man here. Okay. Asha, he ain't even coming. We know he one of the girls. I think Asha gay. Did I tell y'all I think that? I think Asha one of the girls. And I think Sergio from Dubai is definitely one of the kids. Sergio definitely gives me, girl, one of the kids. Ashley give me one. He one of the kids too. It's just something about them. They give me, girl. They one of the girlies. I don't care what y'all say. Ashley and girl Sergio are gay. And ain't nothing wrong with being gay, okay? But I'm just saying, girl, they gay. Or bisexual, I guess. Sergio, I think at the core, is gay. Ashley, girl, let me leave them people alone, girl. Let me shut up. So they start to play. They bring out the Ouija board. Here go Cal. You know, Cal gonna get the party started. One thing about it, two things for sure, baby. Cal is gonna get the party started. Girl, ain't no ifs, ands, buts about it. Why did Garcelle unfollow Erica? I'm with Kathy. Girl, like, does it fucking matter? Like, ain't nobody that important in here. Girl, Kyle got mad. Girl, are we really about to have an argument over Instagram? I guess I get it. I mean, girl, we gotta argue about something. But are we really gonna sit here and argue about Instagram? Okay, child. Garcelle basically says that she was in her feelings. She was pissed off. I like when people say that they are pissed off. Like, one thing I'm so over is the I'm not bothered trend. I'm not bothered. Girl, I have zero fucks. Girl, but you really bothered. Girl, just say you pissed off. Like when Garcelle said that, basically that bitch pissed me off at that party. Girl, like right now when she said yes, girl, I was in my feelings. Like, I just miss the days where, girl, you could say, bitch, that hoe had me fucked up. I was ready to whoop that hoe ass. Okay? Remember them days? Now everybody just like, girl, zero fucks given. Girl, I'm not bothered. Girl, I don't care. You not? Okay. Kathy says there's nothing, the three things that you, I guess. Girl, I was like, Kathy, girl, okay. I understood the liar and the thief, but girl, and I also understand the P word. I can't even say the P word, but people who take advantage of children, basically. She said the P word. I don't know why I said P word. She said the P word. And, girl, I don't know, girl. You know, Kathy be all over the place. Garcelle tells Erica, we don't need to be friends. Erica said, Garcelle's basically like, I'm good with that. And that's just and I think I mentioned this earlier in the review. Like, that's what it comes down to. Like, girl, I'm not girl, I'm okay with you, girl. Because y'all want to keep using Sutton as an excuse of why, why you can't get to know me when, girl, like, that y'all really just trying to play mind games. Girl, I'm too smart for that, okay? You just want me to sit back and shut up while y'all gang on Sutton. And because I won't sit back and shut up and let you gang on Sutton, then you use that as a reason why I can't get to know you. You won't allow it because instead of you sitting back and shutting your fucking mouth while we gang up on her, you have something to say and you jump into it. Like when Lizard Tongue said that if Sutton was there, she wouldn't get basically the interaction between her and Garcelle wouldn't have happened. Well, girl, that would be your fault. Because if Sutton was here, Sutton being here shouldn't come in between us kikiing and us laughing. Quiet as it's kept, we could all be kikiing and laughing. But you don't like Sutton. You see what I'm saying? So if Sutton was here, the only reason why it wouldn't be happening is because of how you feel towards Sutton. That ain't got shit to do with me. Sutton low-key pissed me off a little bit. Again, here's one of the parts where she talked too much, in my opinion. So I guess the unfollowing thing was supposed to be like a joke. But still, like, girl, you know what, bitch? Let's get these hoes in them file. How I put it in my how I pictured it in my head was like Sutton and Garcelle were probably hanging out having a cocktail, and they were probably talking about the disco party. And then Garcelle said, "Bitch, we should unfollow them because the hell for she got smart with me the other night. You know, she called you a cunt at the reunion. Let's unfollow them, right?" And I think that was supposed to be the joke between Sutton and Garcelle. Of course, Sutton says, "Well, it was just supposed to be a joke, right?" But girl, that one none of they that she should have left that part out because even if it was a joke, that was a joke between Garcelle, you and Garcelle. Like, and that's why I think Garcelle was like, "Yeah, that was between us." Kind of like, "Bitch, shut up." um, Sutton says she called me a cunt and no one said anything. And then Diana said, "But you are one." I have not watched every franchise. I've seen episodes here and there. I feel like I have to say that every episode, every review. And I have seen some dramatic, tense moments in reality TV. And maybe I just don't remember because, everything is fresh with Real Housewives of Beverly Hills. I don't think I have ever seen a scene on a reality. I'm not talking about like the viewers, Twitter. No, I'm just talking about like me watching my TV and watching a TV show and just looking at a group of friends or a group of people, girl, whatever they all call themselves. I don't think I've ever seen a scene this intense before. I'm gonna tell y'all how triggered I was in that moment. Girl, y'all know why I started crying? Girl, I started crying in my bedroom on my bed. I have probably never felt that bad for a white woman ever in my life. The way I felt bad for Sutton Strack in that moment, and believe it or not, I even think that Lisa was like, "Okay, girl." Because if you look at Lisa's face, it wasn't like no. The only person that really just like kind of added gasoline to the fire was Erica, with all that hollering and laughing she was doing. But because most of the people in the room, for what I saw, were kind of just like, and the truth of the matter is, girl, we're just gonna call a thing a thing. When you say the word cunt with white people, white women, honey, it's girl, girl, cunt is like, maybe I shouldn't say that. Cunt is like the word for white people. Like cunt don't bother black people at all. I ain't never heard, and as many women as I've been around, friends with women friends with girls when I was a little girl, girl, elementary school, middle school, high school, college. Now, girl, I ain't never heard no black woman get mad at the word cunt. It only be white women. But that moment, it was just a lot for me, and Diana starts to go off and talk about how Sutton is this and Sutton is that. And again, like I explained earlier, I'm not going to explain it again. I get that, girl, what happened at the thing, at the party, Diana could feel some type of way. But bitch, the way that you acting, you would have, like, why y'all, that's what I'm saying. Like, y'all have these conversations and y'all say that y'all forgive each other, or you're going to start all over, or we're gonna take a break, or we good, we ain't gotta be friends, but we good. We're gonna start over, we may start over, whatever, whatever, whatever. And then, girl, the first thing that comes out of your mouth, since we said that, girl, we were gonna hit the pause button and just be cool, is, "But you are a cunt." but you are one. Bitch, the way I would have set that house on the fire. Baby, Andy would have had to fly down to Aspen that night because that whole trip would have been over. Bitch, ain't no way, no bitch, that girl lips leaking. Ain't no way a bitch who lips leaking, girl. Ain't no way somebody, bitch, you can barely even say cunt. Ain't no way you gonna sit there and talk to me like that. And girl, I just bust out into tears. See, I think that's the difference between, and I don't want to say like, girl, black women and white women, because black women can be just as emotional, and they should be able to be just as emotional as white women. Girl, and I know everybody moves differently, and everybody is not the same. And I think that's probably why it was so intense, because Sutton is not perfect. And Sutton got her ways. And Sutton at the end of the day is a rich white woman too. Don't ever get it twisted, okay? But Sutton is not set up like a Kenya Moore is set up, right? Kenya Moore can sit on the stage and go against Apollo and Phaedra and Portia and Nene and probably get a little bit of Greg too and tap Peter a little bit. You know what I'm saying? You know, I'm not saying that Kenya ain't never went home and broke down and cried, because, bitch, you know, that's a lot. When you the only bitch on the stage going against niggas and bitches, that's gonna be a lot. Cause I know, girl, if I was Kenya, a couple of reunions, bitch, I probably would have went home and bust out into tears. Now, you're not gonna see Kenya break a sweat on stage, but I'm sure that shit takes a toll on her, right? We know Kenya would have handled that situation. Again, I think what makes it so bad is because Sutton is really not set up like a Kenya Moore. So when you have these women who have been coming after Sutton for the longest, and now I think this is probably like the breaking point, because, you know, Sutton has tried to make it a point not to cry this season, right? So I think that this was like the point where they broke her. And I think that was the mission of theirs, was to break her. And I think they did their job. Bitch, ain't no way Erica would have sit there and laughed in my face. Bitch, the way I would have brought that set, bitch, ain't no way Sutton should have brought up, bitch. Y'all talking about changing the course of a conversation, like what's her face did with Candy and brought up Todd. Bitch, the way I would have pulled up them orphans and widows and victims and them $750,000 earrings that you done stole, that you don't want to give back, girl. Sutton should have cleared that room, especially with Erica. Bitch, I'll get on to you in a little bit, but the bitch over here who making all the noise, who don't want to give them $750,000 earrings back, I ain't like it, y'all. I just didn't like. I didn't like that moment. I think a lot of people in that room. Again, I think a lot of people in that room were just stunned about what had just happened, and like, you know, like I said, with white women, you know, the cunt word, that C word is the word of like all words for them. I just didn't like it, y'all. I didn't like it. I didn't like it. I didn't like it. I didn't like it. My feelings were hurt for Sutton. I know Sutton is not set up the same way that everybody else is set up. But girl, Sutton should have been cursing. Girl, Diana out. She should have been cussing Asher out. She should have been cursing her kids out. Girl, talking about a bitch who would have took it to hell. Ain't no way. That's why I think everybody has it in them to go low, 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 low. I think that you try and make sure that you stay on the side of good, right? But when it's time to tongue tussle, I do think a good chunk of us have it in us to really go there if need be. Ain't no way that bitch would have set up in my face and told and did all that extra shit she was doing, talking about I'm sitting here on the floor lying. I mean, sitting on the floor bleeding, bitch. I don't, bitch. You sitting on the floor bleeding ain't got shit to do with me, girl, bitch. That's what I'm saying, girl. Ain't no way I would have been sitting there crying. If anything, bitch, we both would have been crying. She should have flipped that shit on her. Half of the shit that Diana was saying. I mean, I'm on the floor and I'm bleeding, and what they got to do with me? And Miss Thing, Erica, why are you laughing? Did you get them back them $750,000 earrings that they wanted you to give back? While you over there kikiing and cockeying? How those orphans and burn victims doing? How they doing? And widows, how they doing? Have you checked on them? No. Did you give them their money back? Okay. That was the end of the episode. Honey, this review was all over the place. Girl, I hope y'all kept up. She came after me when I was bleeding. I was on the floor. Girl, what? Girl, I ain't never seen your ass on no motherfucking floor. The fuck you talking about? And yes, I probably shouldn't have came up to your face and asked you nothing about, girl, what was going on. But bitch, I saw your ass tossing back cocktails, so I thought your ass was all right. Okay? And now you mad because somebody called you out. If you felt that bad, you should have stayed your ass at home. God would have really looked like a bitch with Diana. Anyways, I'm gone. I'm about to go eat me a steak. It's this little place up the street. They be having steak night, and I'm gonna go down and get me a steak. I'm gonna get me a steak. Ooh, I'm supposed to be on a diet. Damn. I'm gonna get me a steak, and I'm gonna give an appetizer. I'm gonna get 6 wings, fried hard. Don't bring me no soft. Stop bringing me soft wings. That's why you gotta say it, because they're gonna bring them soft. I want 6 wings, fried hard, extra well done, crispy, however you want to say it. Okay? I want all flats. I don't mind drumsticks because some of y'all be giving out be giving out legs. Girl, I wanted a wing. I didn't order no drumsticks, sir. I wanted a wingette. That's it. And you done gave me a whole drumstick. That's why I be nervous about these chickens that they be bringing to our table sometimes. So I just order flats, even though flats can be too big too sometimes. But when I see an oversized drum, baby, I don't want none of. Just take it back. Just take it back. Wings are supposed to be wings. Okay? Wings are not supposed to be drumsticks. Okay? All right, y'all. I'll talk to y'all girls. I hope y'all kept up with this review because I know it was all over the place, girl. I was just running my mouth, y'all. They do need to break up that Fox 5, whatever the fuck they call. They do need to break them up. Diana don't have to come back. I'm gonna be honest with y'all. I'd rather have Renna over Diana. I would. And Diana just not like. You know the thing is, right? Like, what makes Diana even more whack in my book is because, girl, you're not even coming onto the scene as the rich bitch who can get the girls together, and girl, y'all hoes can't fuck with me, right? You coming and like, I'm going after Cal. I'm going after Erica Jane. Girl, you going after the easiest target. That's what makes her whack. You know what I'm saying? Like, girl, you going after Sutton? Sutton is the one you got a problem with. Girl, if she would have came onto the scene beefing with Lisa Rinna, beefing with Erica Jane, or even Cal, girl, I probably low-key would have went up for, what's her face? It's kind of like Marlo. This season started out, she started going after Kenya. Like, girl, we know Kenya gonna stand her own ground, but it's like, Marlo, girl, we're not doing this in season 14. Diana, girl, you come onto the scene, and girl, this is who you want to beef with. At least give the girls a like. I'm just saying, like, if you're gonna beef with a girl, at least beef with one of the girls who is kind of like, girl, you could go toe to toe to. I mean, with. I'm not trying to say, girls, Sutton ain't no. Sutton gonna have to get a backbone. I know. Even Garcelle was like, girl, did you notice how they was making eye contact with each other? Like, girl, this bitch is really going here. You gotta get the girls what they want. You gotta give the girls what you want. Like, girl, that's what I'm saying. Like, girl, ain't no way Diana would have been able to sit there and say the shit she said to me, girl. Diana would have been crying. Because I would have had something to say about everything she said. And I probably would have looked like, I'm just saying if I was a woman, not as a man. If I was a woman, a part of that group, I would have looked like the bona fide bitch by the end of that scene. And I would have been okay with it. Because, girl, you're not going to sit here and say the shit that you saying to me. Girl, I would have told Diana ass up. Talked about her bleeding and everything. They probably would have had to cut the whole scene. We can't earn nothing that she said. Why? Oh, okay. They said they're gonna cut the scene, y'all. Oh, child, I'm gone. I'll talk to y'all girls later. Bye.